You're listening to Inspiration 92.3 FM, your number one family radio. It is time for Surviving Sickle Cell, a collaborative show with Sickle Cell Foundation Nigeria and Inspiration FM. And our guest today, who's joining us via the telephone, is Mrs. Ayo Otaigbe. She is a retired director of nursing, Nigeria Sports Authority Lagos, and now the head of Department Genetic Counseling, Sickle Cell Foundation Nigeria. She is also a lead genetic counseling trainer for counselors all over Africa. And today we're going to be talking about the raining season and sickle cell disorder. Welcome, ma'am. It's so good to join you. Thank you for joining us today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Long time no see.
Long time no see. Yes. It always feels like forever, the days that I'm off. Well, it's good to be back. Yes. So we're talking about raining season and sickle cell disorder today.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Rainy season makes the weather cold, so it's good to talk about it so that they don't forget themselves.
Yes.
Rainy season and wet season is the time of the year where the majority of a country's annual precipitation occurs.
Yes.
Precipitation is any liquid or frozen water that forms in the atmosphere and falls back to the earth as rain or snow.
Yes.
But in this part of the world, it's rain. We don't have snow here. So in Nigeria, rainy season begins in April and lasts till October.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
About that, yes. So rainy season makes the weather to be cold. Now it's even cold, although it's not raining much now in Lagos, but the weather is really cold. We are not talking about Harmattan. We know Harmattan also makes weather cold, but we are focusing on rainy season.
Raining season today. Okay.
So in people with sickle cell disorder, exposure to extreme cold weather is one of the trigger factors of crisis. It's one of the trigger factors
of crisis.
Painful crises are common. In fact, they are common during rainy season or during Harmattan when the weather is cold. So when a person with sickle cell disorder exposes himself or herself to cold weather, what happens to the red blood cells? The red blood cells usually, the normal red blood cells is round in shape. It's soft, it's flexible. But people with sickle cell disorder, immediately they are exposed to any condition that is not favorable to them. Their red blood cells will not remain round, soft, and flexible that it can pass through any of the tiniest blood vessels. Their red blood cells will become sickle shape. We change to sickle shape. Sickle is a farmer's tool for harvesting crops. That's where sickle cell derives its name. It's also like new moon. It's also like banana. And when it's sickle shape, it blocks the blood vessels. The blood will not flow well to that part of the body. So if they expose themselves to extreme cold weather, this one can happen. And when it happens, any part of the body that is deprived of blood flow, what happens? That part will become painful, will become swollen and tender, and it will result to painful crisis or bone pain crisis. It can happen in any part of the body. It can happen in more than one part, whether hand or leg or chest, any organ, any part of the body. So this is what we call a painful crisis or bone pain crisis. That is why it is advisable for people with sickle cell disorder to put on thick clothes.
During this
They're supposed to put on thick clothes now now that the weather is very cold. Papa, are you feeling cold too?
I'm feeling a bit cold. I have my sweater on, so to help keep warm because of the air condition in the studio as well. Yes.
This is not the time for somebody now to put AC on 16.
Yes.
On this. Even if you are to be in an air-conditioned room, it should be mild. Not to talk of people with sickle cell disorder. So they are not supposed to expose themselves to this cold weather. They are supposed to wear thick clothes, thick cardigans, They can put on socks even in the evening
Okay.
if it's convenient for them.
Okay.
But it's better to wear thick jackets, thick cardigan, and
okay. Hello, Ma. Are you there? Okay.
For the little children.
Yeah.
Okay, let me finish. The exposure to extreme cold weather during rainy season can also make the younger children to have catarrh and cough. Those younger children, you see them coming, they are coughing, they are having catarrh, they are not properly dressed for the cold. And in severe cases, if cold enters their chest, they can develop pneumonia. So parents should not be careless now with children who have sickle cell disorder. They should dress them properly with thick clothes. Put on that their knitted bonnets, or what they call it. If they are going out, they should dress them well, put on their socks, put cardigan on them and jackets, because their body is even more tender than those who are older. So their chest, when cold enters it, they can develop pneumonia. We know what pneumonia is. It's deadly.
Yes,
so people with sickle cell disorder must also avoid being beaten by rain.
But what if you can't help it? Because there are sometimes that they did not start, with it raining, and it rains on your way to work. What then happens? What can one do if you end up,
Come again, you said what?
I said there are days where, you were before setting out and leaving your house, the rain had not started, and it kind of catches you on your way to work, kind of, you end up being bitten by the rain.
On all that.
Okay. All right, go ahead, ma'am.
I'm talking on all that.
Okay.
So they should not be beaten by rain. They should avoid being beaten by rain, by all means. So also, mothers too must not bag their children with sickle cell disorder and enter the rain. It is advisable for all of them to stay indoors when it is raining. It is also advisable for each of them to have an umbrella, a raincoat, and a rain boot, especially those who are old enough to move around by themselves. And what are they expected to do with this raincoat, rain boot, umbrella? When they are going out, rain has not started. They are supposed to carry the raincoat, rain boot, and umbrella in a nylon bag and hold it anywhere they are going during the rainy season. Is that not what you are asking, Sapphire?
Yes, ma'am.
They are supposed to hold their raincoat, rain boot, umbrella in a nylon bag if rain has not started, and they are going out, and they can't predict whether the rain will start now or not, and whether the rain will meet them where they cannot hide. So they carry the raincoat, rain boot, umbrella anywhere they are going during the rainy season, especially. So that if rain meets them, if rain should meet them where they cannot hide, no shelter, nothing, and this rain is going to be, they've already suspected, it started to rain. Immediately, what do? They put on their rain boots, they put on their raincoat, and they use umbrella to cover their head. If rain is very, very heavy, there is no how umbrella alone can protect anybody from being beaten by rain. Am I right?
Yes.
So they should put on their raincoat, rain boots, and umbrella if there's nowhere to hide. But if there's a shelter, they can quickly run into that place and hide and wait for the rain to stop. When the rain stops, they can enter the rain and they can start going to wherever they want to go.
Okay.
Then also, there are some who are in the higher institutions, like the undergraduate, then the polytechnic, then the university. They are also supposed to have their raincoat, rain boot, umbrella with them. Even if they're inside the hostel, they should have it with them while they're in the university or the polytechnic or wherever. So that, because if rain is falling every day, the rain may be falling every day, not too heavy, it is not advisable they just stay indoors because rain is falling every day. There are times rain may fall consecutively for about 2, 3, 4 days. They will not say because rain is falling a bit drizzling, they will not go for lecture. If they stay indoors, they will miss their lecture. So it is advisable they put on their raincoat, rain boots, and umbrella and go for their lectures. But except if the rain is very heavy. If it's very heavy, they are still in the hotel. It's better they wait for the rain to go down.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Then,
are you there, ma?
You are with me, Abi?
Yes, I am with you.
Okay.
So the next one.
I'm just talking to those undergraduates.
Yes.
It's not good they just enter rain and go to lecture hall. Before they know it, when rain beats them, they can come down with crisis. Instead of being in the lecture hall, they are now finding themselves in the school clinic or being admitted. So prevention is always better than cure.
Than cure, yes.
Then we discovered that even if rain does not beat them, we are genetic counselors. This is what we discovered. That's why we started counseling them to always have rain boots. We discovered that even after the rain had stopped falling, rain did not beat them, and they walked through flooded areas, walked through pools of water. They still come down with a crisis. They still, because they have walked through cold water. So they still come down with a crisis. So it is advisable they put on their rain boots. If they know they are going to trek through flooded areas to go to wherever they are going, even if rain is no more falling, and they know that place, I'm going to pass through flood before I get to where I'm going or before I get to my house, it is advisable they still put on their rain boots so that cold water will not touch their feet. When they trek with their feet through cold water, they will still catch cold and come down with a crisis.
Okay.
Then another thing that even the pools of water, most parts in Lagos, they are very dirty. When you are passing through some flood, you are driving through some flood, you see blackish, dirty, and you can imagine if somebody with sickle cell disorder without rain boots is going to trek with her feet through this dirty flood or dirty pool of water.
Yeah.
In that dirty pool of water, they harbor germs, disease germs like bacteria, fungi, etc. So, and we know that people with sickle cell disorder, they don't have resistance to any infection. So it's not advisable for them to just see dirty pool of water flood, dirty, and with their bare feet, even if they just wear shoes that will not cover anything or slippers, they trek through it. Infection can enter their body through this water. So it is advisable they put on their rain boots before they pass through this dirty pool of water. So
yes,
that is why it is advisable for people have not, because those who have not come for counseling, they may not know many of the things I'm talking about now.
Yes.
Some will continue to have crisis upon crisis. Today they will enter rain will beat them. The next 2 weeks they are in crisis. They will not know that it's because they are beaten by rain. Some don't even take note of what trigger their crisis.
Their crisis,
you ask them
yes.
the trigger factors of crisis, they will say they don't. I mean, what makes you have crisis? Some of them don't know. But that is why I always say when I have the opportunity to talk through this FM radio, God will bless all of you.
Thank you so
for
much,
giving
ma'am.
us the airtime. I always like to tell them, come for genetic counseling. It is when you come for genetic counseling, you will understand, you will be informed about all the do's and the don'ts of sickle cell disorder. And even the affected people will know how to take better care
Yes.
of themselves.
Yes.
So this is why it is advisable. And to get the counseling service,
Mm-hmm.
it is offered at the National Sickle Cell Center,
Okay.
Sickle Cell Foundation, opposite Luti Diaraba. We
Yes.
are there Mondays to Fridays.
Yes.
So any day you come, but you have to book first. You
Okay.
will book for the council. You can book with it through the phone,
Okay.
so that we don't book so many people
Okay.
on the same day.
All right.
So please avail yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Come for genetic counseling so that you will have full, accurate information about sickle cell disorder and the care for the affected individuals.
All right. Thank you so much for sparing time to join us this morning.
And if you want to know more about us,
Yes.
we are on Facebook,
Okay.
Sickle Cell Foundation Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
That's Facebook. Sickle Cell Nigeria Twitter. Sickle Cell Foundation NG. That
Okay.
is Instagram.
Okay.
My numbers are 08033439199, 0913-734-7939. And there are numbers to call at the Sickle Cell Foundation too, +234-80-3584-6666, +234-81-0000-2003. Our email is info@sicklecellfoundation.com.
Okay.
So,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
yeah, that's for further
Yes.
information. They
Yes.
can reach us.
Thank
on any
you.
of that.
Thank you so much for your time today, honestly. I look forward to chatting with you again
It's a
pretty
short
soon.
letter today. So
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Have a great weekend, ma.
And you too.
Yes, all right. And that is it today on the show, Surviving Sickle Cell, a collaborative show with Sickle Cell Foundation Nigeria and Inspiration FM. I am up and out of here. I will be back on Monday on the tea break from 11 o'clock all the way to 2 p.m. You can follow me on social media at Official Kafayat on Instagram, Kafayat Bakari 3 on Twitter. I am out. Coming up at 12 o'clock is the world news. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy.